Hey guys, it's Sanjana, and I know it's been a really long time since I last recorded my video, but life has just been so crazy and I've just been doing a lot of stuff and it's been very busy, but I promise that I'm back and I'm alive. And for today's video, I just wanted it to be very simple, just to share some tips and tricks to really boost your productivity session. I think as humans, we often procrastinate a lot, and I also do, and that's a very human thing, like I said. But if you really want to stop procrastinating even further and you know you need to get something done and you're like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, and you never end up doing it, or you just do it much later and it harms you, I got you. So these are just some tips and tricks that I'm going to share that I think would really help you if you really want to be more productive in general, and have helped me a lot too. And the first thing is actually called brain dumping. So if you don't know what brain dumping is, it's basically listing down like everything you need to do and everything that you want to get done. And sometimes I use like a planner. I have a planner right here. It's right over here. This very beautiful planner. You can kind of tell it's worn out, but hey, I mean, at least it works. And a little example is like, okay, this was back in November, but this is like the first page I see. um, so for example, I have all the things that I like wrote down that I need to get done for that day. Like, this is like, it's not just academic, this whole video. I mean, you can be productive in so many different ways, but these were just like for my homework assignments, like study for my English quiz, AP World Review, computer science assignments, practice music. There's a lot of things that go in this planner, and I think writing them down helps you avoid any kind of burnout because you really just know what you really want to do, and you get an overall glimpse and overview of the things that you have to complete. And something that I would recommend doing is actually starting from your highest priority tasks, meaning that this can be any kind of sort of strict deadlines, or you just know that you have to get it done fast, or that would just take the shortest time. Like, like let's say I have to put the laundry or something, right? That would still be counted productive because you're still being productive, right? I mean, you're still doing what you got to do, and that's like a responsibility, especially when you grow older, you have your own house. And doing the laundry, if you probably know, if you've ever done it, doesn't really take that much time. It's actually very easy, but we, are like, oh, we'll just do it later, I'll just do it later, I'll just do it later, and it honestly just harms you even more because you don't want to be stuck with really stinky clothes for a really long time, right? Or if you do, then I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you don't. So that's just an example, but I think that listing it down from the tasks that you know that you should get done or that you need to get done, like I need it to study for my quiz tomorrow, or I have an assignment due in by this day, and it's approaching fast, so I need to complete that. Then I would start by listing that first and then going by order onto things that you know that you have a little more time, so you don't need to like rush up everything at once, because obviously if you do everything at once, then that's just gonna create more burnout. So that's honestly the main thing that I would recommend first, is writing down everything that you need to do in a planner or even in your notes. Online app like Notion is also pretty good. I've seen many users using that as well. Just knowing that what you need to do is always the best method for being a very productive person overall. Okay, so I would say this one is honestly very common of what we end up doing, and I do this a lot too, which is distractions. So within distractions, I want to talk about several things, but something that I would say first is I would recommend first, if you ever heard of the Pomodoro technique, I would recommend having a focused work session for at least 20 to 25 minutes. If you need a little shorter, then I'd recommend 15 minutes at least, but I don't think you really need it any more shorter than that, because I would recommend having a small chunk of work that you have to get done first. And I think once you start it, you already are on a flow. And 25 minutes, I would honestly, I did 25 minutes. You can start at 15, that's totally fine, but I would recommend, like let's say I'm doing 25 minutes of studying today and in a math quiz for tomorrow, and I need a small break. So I'll take a 5-minute break, whether that includes going downstairs or going for a very small walk around my house or getting a snack or just drinking a lot of more water. There's a plenty of things, whatever, it's up to you of what you really like to do in a break. But those are things that I honestly like doing, and I would recommend you doing them as well. So then you can still avoid any kind of mental burnout when you're trying to be productive. Because there's also a lot of physical and mental stamina that is needed, even though it might seem easy as at first. And then this one also, something that what I would also include is put all distractions away. I cannot emphasize this even further. Like, I'm telling you right now, like if you see your phone in the corner or you see the stuff that you definitely know that you'll get distracted or that are very important to you, I'm telling you, do not use that when you're being productive because it's just going to distract you even further. And obviously, like you know, your brain is hooked to it. You want that instant satisfaction. So obviously, like you're going to want to use it more. And let's say I'm looking at my phone, right, when I'm doing my laundry or even simple tasks, it's not always just studying. Then obviously, like I'm just going to get distracted. I'm just going to be scrolling through my Instagram reels or making like boards on Pinterest, whatever, listening to music on Spotify, whatever the heck you do. Keep all your distractions away. So what I like to do is I would just put my phone in a different room, kind of keep it locked because I am very serious when it comes to my phone. Like for some reason, I just find my phone so addicting, and obviously it's burned me out so much. Like my mental health, the struggle from social media, and so many other things. So just keep your phone away. That's literally all I would say. Like keep all your distractions away and stay focused. And honestly, that's one of the hardest things because it's kind of like an habit, right? Like you're procrastinating and you're getting stuck to something that you really enjoy, but you're really getting distracted, like I said. And obviously, it's not productive because you're not even giving the energy you need. You're not even giving the time and energy that to things that you actually need. You're just giving it to more browsing. And honestly, you don't really need more browsing unless you're like a content creator or something. So that's the second tip that I would say. Okay, so the next tip is actually kind of related to the one that I said earlier. And the one that I said earlier, if you didn't remember, was actually like um so is hiding like any sort of distractions. And the next tip that I would recommend is also sitting in a very clean space that you would stay focused. So a lot of people sit in the bed, especially when I do my homework and study sometimes. I get addicted to like studying in my bed because it's just obviously very comforting. I have my blanket with me, I have my, my like stuffed animals, like I have everything, right? So it's honestly like a bed is a very comfy place and a room is like a luxury, right, when it comes to your home. But really, really, please, 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 like please sit somewhere that is like a desk or something that you can focus very well because you're gonna fall asleep or you're gonna get very tired when you're in a bed. And there's even like psychological research done on like the positions when you're studying or being productive in general. So next one is probably another one that you guys heard a lot, which is actually romanticizing your studying space even more or your productivity space. So for what I like to do, sometimes I like to make it fun. Sometimes I'd have an energy drink with me, or sometimes I would have like some music playing or some relaxing music. I personally can't do well when like pop music and rap music is playing because I will like literally like it's like I'm on the dance floor. Like I would like sing loud and it would distract me. That's another distraction. So that obviously goes back to like making sure like what you're distracted of and being aware that it doesn't get you so much like too much to the point where you're not even being productive at all, and that's kind of a waste. So that's honestly just making sure that you don't do it in your bed. Like just go somewhere, like have a nice space that you know that you can work in, and honestly it's going to save you a lot of energy. If you're wondering why, I'm going to put a link down in the description of the psychological research behind and the science behind why it matters in certain places you actually work or you're being productive. So the last one I think is very important is making sure that you take breaks. I wouldn't recommend taking too many breaks. I'm personally not that kind of person because then I would just feel stressed out even more than have so much work to get done. But like I said earlier of the 25 minutes, sometimes I would do that when your brain is just not feeling it, and I totally got you. Like there are just days where when your brain is just like totally fried and you don't even know what you're saying and you don't even know what you're doing, and even the easiest things in life just get hard for you and you just overcomplicate it. That's literally me. Like pretty much half of the time. So, honestly taking breaks is the best thing, and it can whatever you kind of view as a break, like even just walking outside. And honestly I would recommend walking a lot outside. Like that is the best thing that you can do, and you get that vitamin C. So taking a lot of breaks is also really great for your mental health and making sure that you don't get burned out because it requires a lot of stamina and physical health as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments of any kind of other video recs that you want, and I will update you on them.